The sea raged. Waves like mountains crashed against the ship. Thunder roared. Lightning split the sky. Sailors, tossed like toys, screamed. The ship, once proud, now splintered. It vanished beneath the waves. Gone. Only one lifeboat bobbed on the churning sea. Inside, a lone sailor clung to life. He had seen it. In the moment the ship went down, a gigantic eye glowing in the depths. It had watched. The sailor washed ashore on a distant island. He babbled of the eye, of the creature beneath the waves, the watcher, he called it. He said it guarded a secret, a knowledge older than time. No one believed him. They called him mad, but the legend remained. The watcher beneath the waves, waiting, watching. Lira grew up on stories of the sea. Her father, a fisherman, filled her head with legends, but none captivated her like the tale of the Watcher, the impossible eye, the ancient knowledge. It called to her. She learned to sail as soon as she could walk. The sea was in her blood, her grandfather always said, but Lira felt a different pull. Not just the sea, something beneath. She scoured old maps, listened to drunken sailors' tales, searched for any mention of the Watcher. Years passed. She found nothing. Then, one day, she did. A faded inscription on a weathered chart, a single sentence barely legible, where the storm breaks, the eye awaits. Lira knew. This was her quest to find the Watcher. Lira felt a thrill course through her. This was it, the reason she was born, to find the Watcher, to learn its secrets. Her mind was made up. She prepared her ship, a sturdy sloop named. She gathered supplies, charts and a sextant. She told no one her true destination. They wouldn't understand. Her heart pounded as she cast off, the salt spray on her face, the wind in her hair. This was her element. She sailed for weeks, following the clues on the old chart, deeper and deeper into uncharted waters. The sea grew rough. The sky turned a bruised purple. A storm was coming. Lira smiled. The inscription, where the storm breaks, this was the way. The storm hit with the force of a kraken. Waves rose like towering walls. Lightning flashed blindingly bright. The wind screamed, a banshee's wail. Lira held fast. She fought the storm with every fibre of her being. She wrestled the wheel, her knuckles white. She rode the waves, her stomach churning. She would not be deterred. Hours blurred into a maelstrom of wind and water. Lira, exhausted but resolute, pressed on. Then, through the driving rain, she saw it. An island. Black, jagged rocks rising from the turbulent sea. The eye of the storm raged above it, Lira knew. This was the place. Section 5. The Island of Secrets. Lira steered through the churning waters, her hands gripping the wheel tightly as the waves crashed against the hull. The island loomed ahead, a dark silhouette against the storm, its jagged peaks piercing the sky like ancient sentinels. She found a narrow inlet, sheltered from the worst of the wind. She dropped anchor, the chain rattling as it descended into the depths. The moment it hit the water, the storm began to subside, the waves calming as if soothed by an unseen hand. It was as if the island itself controlled the tempest, a guardian of its own secrets. Lira felt a shiver run down her spine. The island was desolate, a place forgotten by time, barren rock pounded by waves. No trees, no vegetation, just the harsh, unyielding landscape, just the constant roar of the sea and the cries of unseen birds, their calls echoing through the mist. An eerie silence hung in the air, broken only by the distant thunder and the whisper of the wind. Lira climbed the highest point, her breath coming in short gasps as she ascended the rocky path. She looked out at the vast ocean, its surface now calm and reflective, stretching endlessly to the horizon. And then she saw it, a disturbance beneath the waves, something moving with purpose. Below the surface, a faint glow, pulsating rhythmically like a heartbeat. An immense eye watching her, the Watcher. Its gaze was unblinking, ancient, and filled with a knowledge that sent chills down her spine. Section 6. The Eye Beneath. Lira stood frozen, her breath caught in her throat. The eye was unlike anything she had ever imagined. Vast, ancient, filled with an intelligence that made her feel insignificant. It was not malevolent, but neither was it welcoming. It simply observed, taking her measure. Lira felt a strange pull towards it, a yearning for the knowledge it held. She knew what she had to do. Taking a deep breath, Lira plunged into the water. She swam towards the eye, her heart pounding in her chest. Deeper and deeper she went. The light from the eye grew stronger, illuminating the depths around her. She saw strange fish, creatures she had never imagined, swimming in its radiance. And then she reached it. The eye was even larger up close. It filled her vision, its pupil a swirling vortex of light. Lira felt a presence in her mind, ancient, powerful, whispering. It offered her knowledge, secrets of the universe, lost histories, the answers to every question she could ever ask. All she had to do was accept, to become one with the Watcher. Lira hesitated. The allure of such knowledge was intoxicating. To know everything, to understand the universe's deepest mysteries. It was a temptation beyond measure, but at what cost? To surrender her own identity, to become a vessel for the Watcher's will, to lose her humanity in pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Could she pay that price? Lira wrestled with her conscience. On one hand, the knowledge the Watcher offered was irresistible. To unlock the universe's secrets, to transcend her own limitations. But deep down, she knew the truth. Such power came at a terrible price. To merge with the Watcher meant losing herself, becoming a mere extension of its ancient will. She thought of her life, her dreams, her love for the sea. Could she abandon them all? Could she sacrifice her very essence for knowledge, however tempting? The answer, clear and resounding, echoed in her heart. No. She would not become a prisoner of the Watcher. She would choose her own path, even if it meant turning away from the ultimate prize. With newfound resolve, Lira pushed away from the Watcher. Her heart pounded in her chest, each beat echoing the determination that now fueled her every movement. The eye seemed to pulse, a ripple of disappointment passing through its vastness. It was as if the very ocean itself sighed in resignation, but it made no move to stop her. The path ahead was clear, and Lira felt a strange mix of relief and sorrow. Lira swam towards the surface, her limbs heavy with exhaustion. Each stroke felt like a battle against the weight of the ocean, but she pressed on, driven by the promise of air and light. The light from the Watcher faded behind her, the depths returning to their primordial darkness. It was as if the encounter had never happened, the ocean reclaiming its secrets. She broke the surface, gasping for air. The storm had vanished, leaving behind a serene and tranquil sea. The sea was calm, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. The sky painted in hues of orange and pink, a stark contrast to the darkness below. Lira had never been so grateful for the feel of the sun on her skin. The warmth was a welcome embrace, a reminder of the world she had fought so hard to return to. She climbed aboard, her body trembling with exhaustion and the echo of the Watcher's presence. Every muscle ached, but she was free. As she set sail, she cast one last look at the island. It seemed so small now, a distant memory of a place that had changed her forever. She knew she could never forget what she had seen, what she had almost become. The experience had left an indelible mark on her soul, a reminder of the depths she had faced and the strength she had found within. Lira returned to the world a changed woman, her eyes reflecting the depths of the ocean she had once feared. She carried the weight of the Watcher's gaze in her memory, a constant reminder of the power that lay hidden beneath the waves, a power that was both mesmerizing and terrifying. She abandoned her quest for ultimate knowledge, realizing that some truths were too dangerous to uncover, too perilous to pursue. Instead, she used her experience to protect the sea, to teach others about its wonders and its dangers, sharing her newfound wisdom with those willing to listen, to warn them of the allure of forbidden power, the seductive call that could lead to their undoing. Though she had escaped the Watcher's grasp, its mark remained upon her soul, a constant reminder of the encounter that had changed her forever. In her dreams, She still felt the pull of its ancient gaze, the echo of its whispers promising knowledge beyond human comprehension, a siren song that was hard to ignore. Lira knew the Watcher was still out there, waiting, watching, its presence a shadow over her life, a constant reminder of the depths she had once dared to explore. And she vowed to spend the rest of her days ensuring that no one else would succumb to its siren song, dedicating her life to safeguarding others from the same fate. The sea held many wonders, but some secrets were best left undisturbed, hidden in the depths where they belonged, far from the reach of curious minds.